So you just warp there and then warp out. That's
warp in, shoot a
ways.
missile, and then whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
It's still warp.
Are you guys talking about that magic shit?
Welcome back, you guys, to the Hard Part Podcast, where the hardest part is getting older.
Getting older.
Yeah, getting older.
Got a little ways to go, Shawn.
Not really. I mean,
What are you, 13 this year?
I am 31. This year, I am 31 today. Today is my birthday. I was born July 28th, 1994 at 1:42 a.m.
You know, it's a weird thing, birthdays. I think that it's kind of... You didn't do anything. You were there. Like, there's literally the least amount of effort that you had to start putting into the world.
My mom had to put more effort into birthing me because, first of all,
my thing.
I was a condom birth control baby, and I was a C-section, and I was 2 weeks early. So, like, I fucked everything up.
Yeah, I
like,
would say outside of being early, I think Thomas, my son, checks all those marks too. So
yeah, I was just like, God damn, dude.
Yeah, no, it's it should be a celebration for the mothers. They should get rid of Mother's Day, or keep Mother's Day for the extra. They can all celebrate together. But like that's what birthdays should be. Is you just like
I agree with that.
Hey, thanks for going through that. Let me remind you of a very painful event in your life.
Yeah. Hey, Mom, thanks for not swallowing me. This week,
That's a valid thing for us.
It is, yeah. Especially this day and age.
Tell you what.
Yeah.
Parents,
man. If you hear a humming in the background, we're leaving the air conditioner on today because it's my birthday and I can do what the fuck I want.
Yeah, he's really excited about his birthday.
I am.
And doing the standard he just like broke that out in our D&D chat. It was like, nobody said my birthday. Did you see the...
Yeah, but we all wish somebody else's fucking mom happy birthday.
That's because it's tomorrow and it's somebody's mom. Again...
Yeah, but she should be thanking her mom on her birthday. See, there we go. So why is she getting the recognition?
That's fair. That's fair.
We have a fun-filled show this week. Tom, what's on the market for this week?
So first, I want to do a tie-in. Spend a little bit of time talking about the guy that I called out last round, Ethan Fleischer. Sure. Fleischer. But anyhow, he is the lead designer behind Edge of Eternities. Now, it did list Mark Rosewater behind that, but I think that has more to do with like
he's
head
everything.
Of R&D.
Yeah.
So yeah, I bet
he doesn't count.
I was actually talking the other day about how he when he goes off and does like cons and whatnot, it's got to be like a great time around the office. Like, I love the guy. I love his content and so forth, but I could not imagine like what people would say when he left the water cooler if I was still standing there at work.
Yep.
And like the person who like, you know what, I can really deal with like about 50% of each person a day, and here comes Mark, like 120% of a person like the entire time. And they're like, man, I just came in here to get some coffee. We talked for 30 minutes in the meeting. I just need to get this and go start working, man. Like, so when he goes to conventions, they're probably like, all right, guys, now we can actually get some work done for 30 minutes.
We're also going to be talking about our keyword corner, which, just like me getting older, the more of a number of something helps you do things.
It does. It does.
Do you like
although
that?
I think that's probably more akin to an experience counter or a time counter.
Or a time counter. That's fair. We are going to be giving tribute to somebody today as well.
Yeah. Tom Lahrer. That's another. I'm great with last names. Anyways, he had such amazing songs as Poisoning the Pigeons in the Park, National Brotherhood Day. He did the Elements song for stuff who, people want to keep it a little PG. But, he's the fun one that I get to, like, reference every once in a while. And, like, just happened, someone older than me was like, who's that? And I get to go, they're probably before your time.
Yep.
But, yeah, no, he was one of those ones. He just passed this weekend, and passing of probably a very graceful Titan. So, yeah, I switched up the deck that I'm going to do today. It was going to tie in with the Affinity, which is why we did that for the keyword ability. It was going to be Emery, we're gonna get to Ariel eventually. Okay, that's all I got to say about that one. But we went ahead and scrapped it for doing a Tom Bombadil deck.
Hell yeah,
Tom
Bombadil.
Sagas that reference different songs and so forth from his discography. So
nice. And then Reddit Roundup, as always, we got, super interesting stuff this week. Really excited. Yeah, I've got a little something. And then also starting with updates. Like I said, we're going to start doing. Because, we have some updates on things that happen every week.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, one last thing on mine.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Tell me to fuck off.
Yeah, go fuck off. What is it, your birthday or something?
I know, right?
But anyhow, I had another creator that I was going to talk about for a moment. He had dropped some words of wisdom about the sets that are coming up, code names of sets to come. So
yeah, really excited.
But anyhow,
that's
go
super
ahead.
exciting.
I bow to your...
Bow to me now? Thanks.
Bow to your birthday, maybe.
Yeah.
I bow to no man.
I am no man.
It's just like, and it's like Ken.
Yep. So, updates for this week. Remember how we opened up the card shop, right? And card shop's going well. Thank you for those of you who have purchased from us and who have been supporting us and everything. Yeah. Really appreciate it. We bought a box of Edge of Eternities. I made a TikTok about it, and we bought a collector's box, and I made a video of it, put it on TikTok. Here's the video.
He made a noise.
I made a noise. So
sometimes a noise is just a noise.
Sometimes a noise is just a noise.
you seen that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
However, we opened up an ancient tomb. Holy excitement.
That was amazing.
That was insane. So we gambled, right? That's what Magic is gambling. We bought our box from Mainland Collectibles and Maniac Collectibles, and there was 3 packs missing from it already. So Tom and I sat there and we're like, "There's 3 packs missing," which means the thing that
could be the chase card.
The chase card could, because there's always one in every box of something is always crazy in a box.
If you buy a box, you're better off. If you're going to buy packs, you're better off buying a box because you know you're going to get something good in that.
Something. It might not. It sometimes might not make up the cost of the box, but it will be something better than if you just randomly closed your eyes, and picked up a pack.
Yeah. That's where the real lottery ticket comes in, is when you just buy single packs.
Yep. So first pack, pretty good. Second pack, we opened up Radgast, the lobster guy that I really wanted, the alternate art. Super stoked because that's the guy.
Was that your second Edge pack?
Yeah.
Look at you manifesting over here.
Dude, I fucking edged. I edged to eternity. Oh, Wizards also asked for people not to call pre-releases edging.
He edged to a lobster. Don't let him lie.
I edged to eternity. So second pack was great, and then we kept going, opened up some good stuff, here and there. I'm like, oh, this is a really good hit. This is really nice. Second to last pack going through, fucking Ancient Tomb. Right there. And then the last pack, I was like, I don't even care what's in this pack
whatever.
anymore.
This was just a bonus one.
This is just a bonus
I can
pack.
only imagine what noise you would have made if there was a second Ancient Tomb.
I would have cried. It wasn't foil. It wasn't Galaxy foil. We did open a Galaxy foil Godless Shrine, though. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
We opened all but one of the Galaxy foil basic lands. So I am on the hunt for a Forest Galaxy foil. As mint as you possibly get, because for the podcast, we're going to get them graded. Not because they're worth anything, but just because I really like the look of the basic lands.
They're really nice. They make a nice wall piece.
The Plains is probably one of the most beautiful lands I've ever seen.
I was looking at them again the other day, and great job on the Plains. I agree with you on that one. But that mountain is a sleeper.
It is.
Like, the more I reviewed them, because I really liked the black one, and I kept coming back to it, but the more I went over, the more I just kept thinking afterwards about how cool that red one was.
It's because of the streak that goes. So both of them. Notice the top tier ones are the ones with the streaks of the hollow.
Yep.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen them in person, definitely check them out.
Yeah,
if you buy
cool.
if you buy a bundle, you'll see the normal foil one, and the normal foil one's just as beautiful.
Yeah, you don't need the Galaxy.
You don't need the Galaxy foil to see how the foil looks. It was crazy.
Even the full art's not bad.
No.
it's a unique look, I feel like, for the lands that they've been doing lately. Like,
it's very
again,
Unfinity still, which is nice.
Yeah.
It fits that whole form factor of the Unfinity lands that people really liked.
they didn't just default to putting the mana symbols on them, which that was your complaint about the
Spider-Man ones. Yep, the Spider-Man ones are basically just the Theros ones with webs.
I agree.
It seems
there was a
it's
really
lazy.
great opportunity, especially with like some of the stuff around New York City, to really like just showcase New York City.
Because they did that on the normal basics,
Mhm.
but they didn't do it on the full arts. And the full arts would have been a really cool opportunity to have him like swinging in random laces,
Yeah.
and like maybe like upside down on the Statue of Liberty, or like swinging down the like Times Square, or
Honestly, I worked it backwards because I was like, oh, you can do islands really easy by just constantly hitting like different angles from the
Yep.
river. You could do the forest from just different angles in the park.
yep,
And then I
Central
was like,
Park.
okay, swamps. Okay, you could do like pictures in the subway or things, subterranean or
Yeah.
whatnot. But then I was really stuck because I was like, oh, there's no mountains anywhere. And then I was like, wait a second, just right there, the buildings, like they
Metal
would
mountains.
be. Yeah, I mean that's what they did for Ravnica.
Yep.
And
Ravnica
then-
was all fucking all cities.
And then the plains, I really just that one kind of made itself. Those are your streets.
Yep.
That's Broadway. That's and maybe do
Yeah.
instead of just one each, you could do 4 or 5 different shots.
Yeah, and that would have been
But-
great. Because as
They
you guys
phoned it
know,
in.
yeah, as you guys know, I love my lands. Right, lands are great to me
Mm.
because you can always use them. That's why I put a real big focus, and that's why I really like the new lands that came out with EOE because they're beautiful.
They're really awesome.
Those planes I'm probably going to use in any deck that uses the planes from like now until some other one does.
Mhm.
There's a content creator, I don't remember who it is, unfortunately, that you sent me the video where he did the same thing, where he's like, oh, my favorite lands of all time were like these ones and these ones from Infinity and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think there'd ever be one that would top it. And then all of a sudden came these sleepers from EOE.
Yep.
And like people thought they looked good on flat paper.
Mhm.
The foiling is unreal
Amazing.
on them.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
Yeah, the only downside is there are some Galaxy foils that are not getting Galaxy foiled. There is a printing line issue where it's missing a layer of the foiling, so some of them just don't show up.
I feel like a printing line issue is something that we're going to have to bring up maybe a little bit more next episode.
Yeah.
Because, again,
It
we've
keeps
just kind of
happening.
dived. We've been cracking packs, if you can't tell. We're delirious from it. Horrible problem, affliction to have.
My fingers are getting raw, raw than the palm of my hand.
Edge of Eternities.
Edging.
But anyhow, cracking packs, lost where I
Yep.
was going there. The
I don't fucking
vision
remember.
of you
I'm
jerking off
so-
is like burned into my, because I can see it too. Like, and you would have a stack of magic cards in your other hand.
Yeah.
Like probably with the planes on top.
Specifically.
Like,
don't even
don't-
get me started. Now I
yeah.
can't stand up.
Double sleeve that bad
Double
boy.
sleeve that bad boy. Another update. So with Edge of Eternities as well, Secret Lair randomly dropped something on us today. So people went to the Secret Lair site and noticed that they had that screen that pops up that is like,
Come
oh,
and see what we've got in
there's something
46 hours.
yeah. And they released both of the Edge of Eternities commander decks with cards inside of it that are staples that are Secret Lair Galaxy foiled. So the two that they released.
What?
So there is the Commander Reinforcements Counterintelligence Galaxy Bundle and the Reinforcements World Shaper. So they're a part of the Chaos Vault line. So we are getting prints of, for $104, you get the Commander deck, and you get a special Galaxy foil of Reprocess, Aggressive Mining, Sylvian Safekeeper, Crucible of Worlds, and Zurian Orb.
Do you see the card? What does aggressive mining say?
You can't play lands. Sacrifice land, draw 2 cards, activate only once each turn.
You know a fun bit of trivia about that card?
Do
you know who designed that card?
Who?
Notch.
Really?
Minecraft.
That's wild.
Right? I believe, I want to say it was M14 that it first came out in.
That's wild. What the
But
fuck?
there's a bunch of cards in that set from Notch to the developer over at Plants vs. Zombies. A whole bunch of different game designers came in and made their own card.
That's really cool.
But
I
yeah,
like that.
really. So aggressive mining is not in the standard set, then, right?
It is not, but it's in the deck because it's a commander. It's a commander deck thing.
Okay, so they're not actually doing anything in the secret lair other than just like doing a reprint,
giving us special prints, secret lair normal stuff. But for $104,
Do they do that normally? Just like, oh, here's a product that you could normally get, but we made special cards, or not special, just special conditions of the cards.
This is the first time I've seen them do a Chaos Vault where they they give you the commander deck and the cards to swap out in it for the special arts.
Oh, okay. So you get
the full deck,
the full deck, and some
and
extra
these.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for 100,
that's not bad.
Yeah, and they're all galaxy foiled. They're
Okay.
galaxy foiled staples for the deck for 104. So the other one
That's
for
not a bad deal.
no, not at all.
Yeah.
For counterintelligence, which is the proliferate one, you get Ether Sworn Canonist, Goblin Engineer, Dance of the Manse, Arcbound Ravager, and Foundry Inspector.
Dance of the Manse. Have you read that one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Foundry Inspector, though, special Foundry Inspector, pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, but
That-
Foundry Inspector like goes in any
Yeah.
artifact creature deck. Like
Yeah, so you can get you can do just the cards themselves without the decks for $59.99.
Mhm.
But if you haven't picked up the decks anyway, first of all, the lands that are in the decks make up the cost of the deck. Second of all, it's not Final Fantasy deck prices, so you don't need to spend $200 for a normal non-search foil commander deck.
I was just saying the other day how I'm so happy that we could do like a little bit of time where we don't talk about Final Fantasy.
I'm so sorry.
No. It again, it's valid. It's gonna happen naturally. I don't want to force it.
Yeah, but the for $104, you get the full commander deck plus the bonus galaxy foiled cards.
This is part of why I like it, is because we are now no longer in somebody else's IP, somebody else with much deeper pockets than the standard Magic players.
Just in Magic.
Yeah, like you were saying at the pre-release, there were a lot more players, especially players that stuck around past just like grabbing their cards and going.
Well, I mean, it's because it wasn't $90 for a pre-release.
That too. But we went in there, and the first pre-release that we did together at Final Fantasy, half of the people that went in there just grabbed their packs and left.
Yeah.
Like they were just grabbing the cards.
Yep.
Which again, to me, says those aren't typically Magic players. Like, especially if you're just kind of learning, it can be real. Like you and I feel like have been competing on some level for a long time, and we were very interested in doing it. But to people that are new to the game, or somebody who's just been playing it like their home kitchen table or whatnot, going out and doing even a casual event, anything with a prize structure or whatnot, is very scary. Yeah, like it is a competition.
Yeah, I agree with that. And it's nice that we are back to a... I love
Magic player level.
Yeah. I love Universe Beyond sets, don't get me wrong, right? I love them to draw new players in.
Yeah.
But from a Magic player standpoint,
it was a whole different environment.
It was a whole new environment again. It felt like a Magic environment this time.
Even we ended up leaving early, and it was to no fault of anyone there or anything. It was just kind of that we had both kind of drafted garbage. We were having Shawn was having a long day,
dude.
And we've got a lot of work going outside of all of this. Hard Part Card Mart, check it out.
Yeah, the Hard Part Card Mart. It's just we were constantly doing both things.
And again, we were facing down real Magic players, so the fact that we had drafted kind of garbage, it was like
fucking walked.
Yeah, we both just got steamrolled the first two games, and it was like, all right, well, we can read the room.
Yeah,
we'll go ahead and
we'll fuck off. Thanks.
These are people that know how to play Magic again. So,
and my final update for this week, just because there's no spot for it, kind of in our schedule.
Yeah. This is the intro.
Commander.
It's your birthday.
It is. It is my birthday. You guys know that? It's my birthday.
I'll have to stop interrupting you, though.
Commander, 1-on-1, 1 versus 1, right, is a format that does kind of up and coming. Fun fact, did you know they have their own ban list? 4 cards get added to it today.
Really?
Yep.
1v1 Commander has a ban list?
It does. So, with the updates to Legendary Spacecraft and Legendary Vehicles who can be your commander,
right,
with the official release of Edge of Eternities, they also banned Blood Moon, Dark Ritual, Force of Will, and Underground Breach for 1v1 Commander.
Force of Will?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, but Blood Moon, absolutely. Dark Ritual? What?
I mean, Blood Moon's, I feel like it's not bad, especially because, like, now Mono Red has a chance.
And then
just kidding. Mono Red has all kinds of weird shit
And then
now.
they just banned Underworld Breach in another format. Is so funny.
Underworld Breach is...
Yep.
It's
a
Red
problem.
Yawgmoth's Will is what it is.
It's a problem,
like,
so.
yeah.
So, yeah, they added bans to that, but I didn't even realize there was a whole separate ban list for, like, 1v1 Commander. Like, there's an entire thing for it, and Wizards is now also in control of that, and they added it to their list. But I was like, oh, the fact that Dark Ritual's banned, though, is kind of silly. 'Cause every single person who plays Black went, aw.
You know what I would like to see? And I think that there's a really a great market for it. I'd love to see something that's a little bit more like Arena League football in like, because right now if you want to compete in Magic the Gathering, you have to play at a WPN store.
Yeah.
You have to do something through Wizards. There's no, at least that I'm aware of, there's no like underground community of like rankings and so forth of just like people playing, but again playing more casually. Again, I like the idea of like maybe instead of getting rewarded for, like winning or whatnot, you get rewarded for doing certain quests. Or, like, you go in and your goal for that game is to help somebody else win the game. Like, make it to the last two or whatnot.
They tried that in a set.
Mm-hmm.
They've done side quest stuff.
Well, yeah, I think Conspiracy was a big one for that.
There was a couple of other pre-releases I know for a fact that I did that you chose a guild, and if you got more points with your guild and wins, you all got a prize.
Yeah, but it's still like
because my Selesnya crew did it.
The whole idea there is still to win more.
Not all of them. It wasn't just wins. It was things like have the biggest creature on the field or like things like that.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah.
So at one point during that with my Selesnya, I got up to a creature up to like a 120, 120, and it was fucking absurd. I didn't win.
Yeah.
But it was just like, because the point was like we would just pass priority just to try to get the biggest creature. That's all I have for updates and everything.
Okay.
Nothing super. I mean, there's some big things, obviously.
Yeah.
But a couple of the interesting things.
Edging on the eternities.
Edging on. I'm gonna edge on your eternities.
Oh, please don't. Please don't. I never thought of a reason to like punch someone in the dick, but if I wake up and somebody's like edging next to me, knee-jerk reaction is punch to the dick, man. That's just.
That's such a TikTok skit, is to like be like, you'll be like sleeping on the bed and wake up and go, oh, and then I'm just like playing with Magic, like Edge of Eternity cards, like right on the edge of the bed, like right next to your face, and you'll be like, what are you doing, man? I'm edging.
And just edging.
Yeah, but like in my face? Yeah, I figured you'd want to see it.
I think I'd still punch you in the dick. Like, oh, that was a $300 card. That was a Galaxy Foil, blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah blah. You can't think of a single card that's $300 that's Galaxy Foil.
I
right
did.
now.
What I just said the name of that blue card. Manamana.
Literally. So next up, we'll do keyword corner.
You skipped right over the other thing. We're going to talk about the guy.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
The guy who developed the.
That's true. We do have that.
Yeah.
Your updates.
Just a real quick thing, just
I'm
to
so
tie
sorry.
back. It's okay. It's all right. It's not my birthday or anything. So.
It is mine though.
But anyhow, Ethan Flesher.
Yep.
Long story short, he was the lead developer. Very inspired. He one of the things that he had said in grabbing this particular project is that he was very inspired because traditionally when he does a top-down set like this, he's got to do some reading or catching up on it. And he was like, I didn't even have to with this one. I knew exactly what I was going to do it on.
Oh, we
this
know.
Is a passion.
We can tell.
But in having a kerfluffle like diplomatic relations, I was very concerned as to the developer and the level of. I assumed that it was incompetence due to like maybe just getting into the program or whatnot. He's been with Wizards of the Coast since 2008.
That's why
since 2010.
That's why I don't think it was a mistake. It was written like that on purpose.
I think that it got snuck through. Whether he knew about it or not, I think it got snuck through because somebody was like, let's just see how this would work in Popper. Like,
Which they did actually announce that change at our pre-release too. Like he's like, all right, day 0
Yes.
errata, and they like flushed it out. Like
that was the
if you-
first time that I've experienced
Yep,
that.
he's like, if you have a diplomatic relations, it doesn't do. He's like,
does not do
yeah, he's
what
like,
it says.
here's the rules. Rule 1: reading the card explains the card. If reading the card doesn't explain the card, then we'll talk about it. Like this one card, that got a
Except for
day,
this.
except for this one fucking card.
But oddly enough, he started back his first design, at least listed here, unless they're not listed in the right order, but it looks like it was Gate Crash. Ironically enough,
Of course, his gate crashed.
but he's got some other really good stuff to his name, like Theros, Born of the Gods, Journey to Nyx. That was all like that was a fun
Journey to Nyx was
storyline
a
and
good
everything.
one. Yep.
Fate Reforged. He did some Commander sets, Amonkhet, Modern Horizons. Innistrad,
He was responsible for fucking weird ass border Amonkhet.
Kamigawa Neon Dynasty.
Okay, I can't be mad at him for anything anymore because he did Neon Dynasty though.
But yeah, just a lot of really good stuff. Lord of the Rings.
That was his like. That's why they let this go by because he created Lord of the
Well,
Rings.
here's my thing: is I just kept seeing that scene from Starship Troopers, where they they just start cycling through the Sky Marshals because everybody keeps screwing up.
Yeah.
Like maybe they just have something like that where they're all like, "Oh, I'm lead designer," and like so and so is like, "All right, well, you done screwed that thing up, so you're gonna step down, and now it's your turn." And they're like, "Okay, I humbly back down for a while." But he's just gonna cycle back in at some point. Like
That would make sense, honestly. That would keep Magic fresh too, because
it would. But I also think that
everybody can experience the fun of power creep.
I don't feel. I feel like Magic design space, even Mark. I feel like he at this point kind of, and I could be way wrong, but I feel like he kind of does his own thing for the most part. He makes his own job title. But at the same time, if he wanted to go off and just hit the private sector, he has more than enough energy and whatnot to carry on out there. But yeah, what is the tenure? What do you think somebody's reign in making Magic cards should be? Like, should you be the de facto guy that we go to for Magic development for 20, 30 years for a game that everybody plays now?
I don't think so. I think it should overall change, right? Because you do need that fresh look, because eventually it's just going to be the same recycled kind of
stagnation
feeling, right?
Everything is kicker.
Yeah, exactly. And it's interesting for this set, for example. There's a Baloth that we got, which I'll put here as well. That it's a 2-cost that is a grizzly bear on fucking cocaine.
Cocaine bear.
It is the definition of power creep.
Yeah.
Can't be countered. Can't be this card. That fucking thing.
He's like a 3/2.
Yeah,
and,
for 2.
For 2. It's too
just
green though, isn't it?
Yeah. Here,
Okay.
I'll pull it up because it's one of those things where
I always think that it's
so
funny to double
crazy.
pip green stuff and be like, "Oh yeah, because it's hard to do," and it's like in
No, it's
any
not,
other
dude.
color. Any other color, it's difficult to double pip something. Green is like, oh yeah, we got you.
Yep.
Do you need 4? Because we got that too.
Yeah, we got a bunch of those. Frenzied Baloth. It's 2/3/2 creature beast. It can't be countered. It has trample and haste. Creature spells you control can't be countered, and combat damage can't be prevented. On a 2-cost creature, yes, it can
So-
die to removal.
I was gonna say the main thing is that is a super blue hate card. Is all that is.
Yeah, it is.
That is. It's just they should just print
Just a
in the
fucking-
shape of a fucking forest.
Yeah. It's just
they just flip the forest upside down. and
that
it just,
thing's ridiculous. And it's one of the highest costed cards. Oh, what do you think the most expensive card in the set is right now? This blew my fucking mind.
Edge.
Yeah.
Oh,
Base set, not land bonus sheets.
Oh, okay. I would say it's probably either the red guy that I pulled, the $12 one, which is probably not because I'm sure there's something over $12. Yeah, I don't know.
It is the fractured foil Exalted Sunborn Angel.
Oh, okay.
It is going for $585.
That's the warp one for one, isn't it? Doubling the tokens.
Yep.
Yep.
And then there's the Ice Roll Explorer, the one that I'm putting on my land deck. Fractured foil is $500. The Eldrazi Visage is $282 fractured foil.
Okay.
Basically, all the fractured foils are over $200.
And Eldrazi Visage has it's not a bad card. Okay,
No.
It's got some power to it, but I don't feel like. I feel like Eldrazi players already have plenty of stuff to work with that's way better. And it's kind of like the sliver thing where it's like, well, every sliver deck should have the Thrumming Hive pool. But it's still like, if you have to cut a sliver for it, it better be a common because the rare slivers aren't.
It's really interesting to see that in our boxes we pulled almost all of the chase cards.
Nice.
Because unfortunately, Godless Shrine is the least of all of the four ones. The most expensive one is the Breeding Pool.
Yeah, imagine if we had pulled 3 breeding pools in one box.
Or 7 like that one guy did on Facebook. What the fuck
That's kind of what I'm on the lookout
dude?
for, and it's not even so much to get the value from it. It's just to see that in the wild.
Yeah, dude.
That's so cool. Like
our boxes were good, but like, what is that?
But at the same time, we're all used to cracking garbage, so that's already going to happen anyways to some people.
Yep.
Why not really make somebody's day? Like
facts. I mean, our boxes have been good. I'm glad about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of opening stuff, I also forgot this was on the ground that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
So Beetle and Grimm's is a website, not a sponsor, just a really cool people. I know that's definitely somebody else's phrase, but
it's everybody uses that.
whatever.
Yeah, we like it.
Beetle and Grimm's is a website that does like high-end collector's items for bunch of different fandoms. D&D specifically is where I first found them because they do these box sets of campaigns that give you like all of your maps, all the figures, all of the high-end like pass-outable things. Yeah, they're like $800 for the thing, but
Still,
you have a great campaign experience because of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you get the right people together and you're really committed, $800 for like everything all in one box, that's so awesome.
I still want to get the one for the campaign I ran because it's just got the really cool things in it. However, I got an ad because the internet tailors things to you. For a token set for Edge of Eternities, but not just a token set, a fully metal token set. That's in here that I received today on my birthday. I was like, oh, a little happy birthday to myself.
Yeah.
So we're going to watch me struggle for a minute because they put that weird tape that has the lines in it.
Behold as Shawn edges on camera. And on podcast.
That's not. All right.
Thanks for bringing it alive for us.
That's how we packed it.
Hey, we've had weirder things that we've had to pack.
So here it is. This is the case that it comes with. It's fully metal, which is pretty fucking sweet, right? Ooh, it's got texture to it.
I feel like it should have a Yu-Gi-Oh card in it.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't. I need some.
Just need a knife, don't you?
That's a knife. So let's open this up so we can earn this together. Learn this. So it also comes with a metal life counter that's in the shape of one of the ships, a dice set with plus counters on it, and station counter dice.
Interesting.
Yep.
And how much was that again?
This was $60.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. Especially if you really like the set. Oh yeah, because you got like a metal sliver token in there. Didn't you?
do, yeah.
Dude, I know people that would drop $60 on just that.
Yeah.
Like,
so we'll pull out like one of everything.
not me, of course.
So here's the first dice, right? So it's got these little metal dice, which are pretty cool.
So, do you mind if I inspect? Is that solid or chromed? Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, the dice are chromed, but they're still really cool looking.
It does really cut down on the shipping, though, too.
Yeah, it does.
That's not bad.
Oh, the life counter is 100% metal.
That's really good, easy to see.
Oh, this life counter is cool as shit.
Crap, I might have to get chrome dice for Wakanda.
Right? So
But yeah, that's nice.
So this is one of the I can't off the top of my head tell you which ship it is, but this is based off of a ship
Okay.
in the game.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, so
Do you just get a random one?
It's
just that one?
yeah, but that's completely metal.
That's really fun.
So you'll see it has life counter on it on both sides, so you can go all the way up. And this just comes right off, and it has little grooves in it, so that it stays right where it is. So you get in the middle.
It's a landing pad.
Yeah. That's solid.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And these are what I specifically was excited for. Was these tokens.
What if he shot him in the face?
So these are they are not foiled out. So they're not foiled metalled out on them, but they're still metal, so they're like sheet metal.
Oh.
But they're still really cool. They're heavier tokens, which is kind of nice.
Oh, this is a 6.
Yeah, I like it. I think they're cool, right?
That's rough.
Metal
Double-sided option was there.
Double-sided option was there.
Or just to laminate it, put your logo on the back.
Literally.
So
out of all of it, we buy things so you don't have to.
Yeah. Check out this reviews thing that we're starting.
I like the life counter a lot.
Yes, that is an A+.
I'm going to use the shit out of that.
We should do reviews on them, but we'll just scatter between different that gets an A through F.
Yep.
That gets a 1 through 10. This is a 3-tier.
The rating system's not the same. I do like the dice. I don't like the fact that they're not fully metal, but they're chromed out.
Yeah, I didn't think I would, but honestly, again, logistically, metal dice are a problem because they're shipping
heavy.
one dice is like a pound and a half.
Yeah.
And then also there is just the practicality. My wife had a set of metal dice for D&D, and if you don't have a tower, and even if you do, if that tower is not solid, those dice will beat the hell out of anything 3D printed, man. That is a rock. Okay.
They could have at least foiled the front of these to make them look a little bit better, right?
Yeah, that was my thing. Is I feel like there's several opportunities that were lost, and I get that production is kind of a thing. So you know they're coming up with a new set each round. So doing a pressed printing would probably be really expensive. But I feel like even again, just they're metal, so I'm sure there's some way that you could have just printed something base on there that's kind of translucent and utilize that chrome that's already naturally in there. And then again, I think there's a huge point that's been lost in not branding the back of that.
Yep. That's
baller.
This is the single coolest thing.
Yep.
The
That's
fact
sick.
that's based off of one of the human ships.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that it locks in.
Yeah.
Very easy.
So I give again that an A+. The cards I'm gonna give a 3 out of 10, and then the dice I'm gonna give a 5 gold blooms, which is the maximum gold blooms.
Got it. Okay.
On the scale.
Nice.
Have you watched that? He does little reviews of things and he gives it a number of gold blooms.
No, that's really cool though. But yeah, I like that. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Any other updates? I think we're good.
Yeah.
Can we go to keyword?
Yes, we can move to keyword corner now. So I had picked this keyword, affinity, specifically affinity for artifacts. It's a keyword ability that reduces the mana cost of a spell for each artifact a player controls. Specifically, the spell costs 1 generic mana less for each artifact the player controls. It's a common mechanic, particularly associated with Mirrodin and Phyrexia.
Nice. Let me guess. First set it came out in Mirrodin.
Yeah, I believe so.
Let's fucking go.
Well, I mean, a lot changed then.
A lot changed in Mirrodin. Yeah, just the state of the game itself did, because artifacts existed, but artifacts didn't really exist until Mirrodin.
That, and I'd have to look back. We need to again write down all of these at some point so we don't repeat any. But I believe that this is the first time that we've done a keyword that's also an archetype.
Yes.
I believe at least in Modern and Legacy, Affinity is 100% a very viable archetype.
Yes. Edge of Eternities has an Affinity for Artifacts card that gives your artifacts affinity. So Sammy...
It gives all of your spells.
Is it all?
Yep.
Holy
Yep,
shit,
they all
dude.
have Affinity for artifacts.
Nice. So he's going in Mirror.
Ran that one in. That's how I knew I had a bad deck, is when I got all of my power on the board, and it still just didn't do anything.
But yeah, it's Affinity for Artifacts is really nice, especially if you play a lot of artifacts or Affinity for anything.
Yeah.
I know that there's
Affinity for islands.
There's affinities for a lot of weird things. I think Fairies has an affinity. Slivers definitely has an affinity.
Yep, we've got that one.
Mirror has an affinity.
The Thrumming Hive Pool now.
Yep. Mirror has one. So Mirror is the not Lodestone Mirror. Mirror Superion, I think. But
that would make sense. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and skip on the actual definition this round, only because that got a little wiry last time, and I foresee that continuing to get wiry. And although I like to ad-lib every once in a while, I don't like just a landmine sitting there in definition form every episode. So
for me, just waiting for me to step on it.
Yeah, or us both. It's
it made for great cold open though.
I was gonna say if it is like a thing that people really like and you want to bring it back, let me know and I'll do it. But for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and stick to Magic-based definitions, just to keep it like on point.
He doesn't want a Sequoia moment.
Oh, Sequoia can happen all the time, but yeah, that was the Sequoia moment for the last one.
That was the Sequoia moment.
But anyhow, I ran it because Emery, who's going to be the Ariel in the Little Mermaid deck, basically has affinity because she costs one less for each artifact you control.
Oh, that's affinity.
Yeah, but it doesn't say affinity on it. They just
affinity for artifacts.
Yeah. Yep. But it's just on there, and I don't think that making it an ability, like a keyword ability, affects the game in any way.
No.
Like, it's still there.
Literally not at all.
Yeah, it's just in long form.
There's a couple of... I think there is a card in Edge as well that says the same thing, where it costs less for an art if you use artifacts. I'm like, that's just affinity.
Well, I wonder if maybe there is, like... We'll have to see if there's any cards that reference, like, stealing a keyword or something like that.
Oh, because that could technically...
Because it's not a keyword on that one spot. But as we've seen with ability words, keywords can kind of get a little, like...
Get super weird.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you're able to swap them around or gain... Like, this creature gains the abilities of other creatures, that would technically get rid of that.
Looking at you, Deadpool.
Yeah. There we go. Exactly. Yeah, Affinity's great.
Yeah, it really is. Again, it's a very... honestly, Affinity is the first time that I left Magic was because of Affinity.
You think Affinity for Spiders is coming out in Spider-Man?
I mean, it would be really cool, but I think if they were going to do that, it would have been on one of the Miles ones, because Miles is kind of like the multiverse Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That, and they've already... I think I've seen the Ultimate Spider-Man somewhere, and that wasn't it either. But that would have made sense if it was like
really nice.
5-color and has affinity for spiders.
That'd be crazy.
Right?
That'd be nuts.
But yeah, no, affinity is really good. Really enjoy the play style now that it's... I really hated it at first, but I also really was much more of like a casual competitive player.
Yeah.
Like, I liked going and I liked losing. Like, I was going to do something fun, and as long as... That's kind of where I started out with, like, coming up with different little quests, is I would build my draft deck around just like, okay, if I can cast this card 3 times, even if I don't win, I've won.
It's like when I built for Final Fantasy Draft, where I had Lucas Stadium, and I said I want to win with Lucas Stadium at least once, and I did, and I actually won twice with it. I was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, same thing, little side quests.
But yeah, no.
So you left because of Affinity?
I did. I absolutely hated... Like, I went from... Like, it went from, like, you can go and you could just, like, play, to anybody could be competitive. If you threw enough cards with Affinity, especially with Ravager out there, if you threw enough cards with Affinity in your deck, you just didn't have to play Magic anymore. You played my spells are free, and I'm going to walk on you.
Yeah, Affinity for Artifacts is definitely the strongest of all of them because of the fact that a lot of the times the artifacts are colorless, so now you're literally casting them for free.
Yeah.
Other affinities aren't as strong as affinity for artifacts. I think artifacts is the strongest.
I think the first time that I saw like it was like a Vault of Whispers, 3 what was it? Welding jars and a frogmite, just like turn 1, and I was like, "What is this crap?"
Yeah, that's aggressive. I could see in that format and in that standpoint that also would have pissed me off.
Yeah, like
I mean,
I've
like
never
really
seen a first turn game where again 0 cost stuff and it doesn't do a lot, but I had never seen someone just dump a hand in a limited thing like that.
That is wild.
Like limited all the way up until then for me had always been play a land, go to you know like you want to build to your curve, and outside of that, it's. And, yeah, just stepping in and doing a limited event, somebody starts pulling some crap like that, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing here anymore.
Yep.
Apparently, I don't know how to play this game.
I agree with that. Yeah. It's like when I first got into like a lot of competitive stuff at a younger age, when Zendikar came out and Planeswalkers did, it was you play Planeswalker and you win.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it was. And that was the
they
lowest.
They were powerhouses.
Yeah.
Liliana was the sucky one of the bunch. Like,
yeah, in that standpoint, they were a powerhouse. But now you look at those Planeswalkers and you're like, those are fucking hot garbage.
But again, like, much like myself, like, I wouldn't be afraid walking into a tournament playing against Affinity now. There's so much that you can do against it.
Fuck off. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many counters to it that I wouldn't mind doing it.
Warp, that's how I feel about Warp in this exact standpoint now, because Warp is really strong.
It is really strong, and I know
gives you early game and late game on one card.
It does. So do most of those types of effects.
Yeah.
I see it, and I just see adventure. I see adventure, but you have to like play the same spell twice.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's gonna run to the curve. It's not bad. It's an interesting mechanic, and it's good. Interesting use of design space. I feel like it's kind of lazy. I don't understand the actual like tie-in.
Yeah, I didn't fully understand Warp until I saw it used for the first time, where I saw them play it and then put it off and then play it again, and I was like,
I understood it mechanically, but then like calling it Warp and what I associate. Yeah, no, but what I associate with Warp is like travel. Okay.
Yeah.
So like.
Well, you warp into a fight quickly, and then you warp back out.
So you just warp there and then warp out? That's
warp in, shoot a
ways.
missile, and then, whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, still warp!
Warp is like one way. Like, basically, you can play it, and then it's there. Like, that, it doesn't make any sense to me on a warp stance to, like, warp, and then it disappears until you recast it.
Are you trying to compare it to, like, Star Trek warp right now? Or is that what you're trying to...
No, any warp. Like, when something gets warped, it's one way. It's not like...
Unless they're warping the reality.
Yeah, it doesn't, like, bounce. When you warp something, it's usually irreparable.
That's fair.
That's,
I guess.
Like, even in the standard Merriam-Webster dictionary... I believe it's an irreparable thing. So, but it's been a while.
It's been a while. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll let you have that.
Okay.
Past keyword corner, we'll go to Deck Tech Spotlight.
Oh, yes.
Because you already kind of mentioned it. You're building a Bombadil.
Yes. Gonna go ahead and,
Bombadil is so good.
Passing of a Titan, but at the same time, he's, like, really pretty chill. The Tom Lahrer guy.
Ironic that it's...
Tom Bombadil is amazing. And
Tom Bombadil is a powerhouse.
Such a powerhouse.
Of a commander.
So, as long as there are 4 or more lore counters among sagas you control, Tom Bombadil has hexproof and indestructible. He's a 5-color Wooburg commander.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be hard to do.
4/4 legendary god bard. And he also has, whenever the final chapter of a saga you control resolves, reveal the top card of your library until you reveal a saga, and then put that card into the battlefield and the rest on the bottom in a random order. It triggers only once each turn.
Yeah.
Now, every other card in here, save for one, are sagas.
Mm-hmm.
The only other one that is not a saga is
Because Bombadil got a lot of power recently because of Final Fantasy as well.
Open the vaults, return all artifact and enchantment cards from all graveyards to their owner's control.
Oh, it's
Or,
weird.
yeah.
Enchantment.
just-
Enchantment creature sagas. Okay.
But yeah, I loaded it up with all kinds of sagas.
While he's looking for that, remember, you can look at this deck list right on Moxfield, and you can also buy it directly through Manapool using our link.
So I've done something a little different in there, which I'm going to do in the future.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to have things kind of compartmentalized. The mana base that I've set up for this one is just a low-budget 5-color mana base.
Easy.
It
Basic
uses a lot of the Vivids, which I know people don't like, but it's super budget-friendly, and they got to have a house somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And being able to tap for 1 mana of any color is kind of strong, even if you have to track it with silly stuff.
Yep.
The other thing is the deck itself is mana-less. It's just the base cards. That way, if you want to buy the deck, but you already have mana base and you have plenty of, or you just want to run with basics, which you could totally do with this deck, then you can just do that. You can buy just those cards. So that's
nice.
how we're going to list those going forward. And so I'll have an area or a folder in there that's got mana bases, and you can just go pick from those.
Look at that.
To
That's
apply
pretty
to
fucking
it.
sweet. And same thing, still be able to use the link directly through Manapool as well to be able to purchase those?
Yeah, and again, that's mainly to just go ahead and, because we all have lands, if you want to just get the cards for the deck and then build your own mana base, that's the basic form that it's in, that
Nice.
the deck
I
list
like
will
that.
be in.
Awesome.
But yeah, so basically, Tom is, he wrote, like, the elements and so forth. So the modern age is in there for the elements.
Oh, okay.
Yatoya declares war. Fits very well with the theme behind we'll all go together when we go. It's very nihilistic. Battle for Burtgard, National Brotherhood Day, because we had to bring 2 armies together to fight a common enemy. The first eruption really felt like that was a very poisoning the pigeons in the park of just like destroying, like some little tiny creatures.
The fact that
and
you
so
are
forth.
connecting song names to magic cards is wild. This is genius.
I also did this in like an hour. That's what you heard me going on about Ariel, because I was
wild.
building her, and as I was building her, I'm like, shit, now I've got to switch up and do this because I'm not going to do one next week on Tom, and Ariel's already been put off by a week anyways.
I'm literally sitting upstairs in the card shop, and I can hear him through the floor.
But yeah, no, there's a whole bunch of, not everyone in there. There's all of the vaults went in there because of, again, just kind of that, the bombs were, that was a common thing that he kept talking about in a lot of his songs where, like nuclear annihilation,
Which
just right around the
hide
corner.
in the vault. Yep.
And yeah, no, that was a very real thing for them at that time was, like at any point, like they did drills in school and so forth of like hiding under your desk and kissing your ass goodbye, basically. Like,
Yeah, that's there's actually a quote from a movie, an older movie that says, "What do you do in a tornado? You sit in a doorway, you put your head between your knees, and you kiss your ass goodbye."
yeah, well, you can do more than that in a tornado, but a nuclear bomb going off is more to do with like how close they are, because either you can do something or you can't.
Yep.
And most of doing something means that like you're outside of the blast radius, because otherwise, there's
Yep.
even if you escape from it, nobody's coming to save you. So there's fallout right outside.
Yep.
Unless you have 12, 15 years worth of rations and clean water.
Well, I have magic cards, and I can eat those.
Food token. Food token. We did get a foil ration log.
We did.
Or whatever.
Nutrient block.
Nutrient block.
Yeah, it's
yep.
indestructible, so it'll never go away.
But yeah, that's the long and short of the deck.
I
It's
like
an
that.
homage to a Titan, I suppose. And for anybody who is a creator or whatnot, all of Tom's music is completely, open source, free to the public,
It is.
free use. Any variation of it, any piece of it, go to his website, check it out. We'll link it somewhere in here. And yeah, no, all of his music is music that you could listen to.
His music
I
is
really enjoy
music.
it, but I also know that some of his stuff is a little politically charged. But it's
So
all
wasn't
fun.
90% of the stuff from the Beatles in the early
That's
start of
fair.
their shit?
That's fair. Again, he has a lot of feelings about nuclear weapons and how people treat each other and so forth. So, yeah, interesting guy. Really, really like throwing that deck together for him. It really just kind of came together all at once.
That was really cool. That was a really good idea.
Sweet.
Are you gonna do Ariel next week, or can I steal that spot? Because I haven't done a deck in a little bit.
Go ahead and steal the spot. I've been curating
'Cause I think-
Ariel for a little bit.
I
so-
think I'm gonna talk about my Lands
The
Matter deck.
Oh.
Oh no! I'll
Do the
build the
lobster.
lobster.
Yes.
I'll build Rock Lobster.
We'll properly reference the dog species of the corgi this round.
We will, yes.
He's not a
Oh.
beagle.
Speaking of that, just because it's a funny little thing, in the same pack
Yep.
at pre-release, I opened up the lobster again, and the card right behind him was the Chrome Companion, and I was like, Wizards doesn't even fucking care that we're gonna throw the dog.
Yep. Yep.
They're like,
they put it right in there.
They didn't stop to think if they should, but instead they said we can.
You can totally do this. It's fine.
Our Reddit roundup this week is interesting to say the least.
Before we get too far into that, I do want to let you know, because I know we round off
Yeah.
at the end of that. I do have a thing for you after you're done. So
I don't like that. That's
it's fine.
edgy.
You're good. You're good.
All right.
I just want to put a placeholder. We'll put a pin in that.
Put a pin in that. So, this is from r/EDH as always, because none of the other subreddits for Magic do anything interesting. From the Duke of Null. EDH group feels like solitaire.
Yeah.
I'm new to EDH, but I used to play Standard a fair amount. I'm loving the social/casual aspects of EDH, but I'm finding myself pretty bored by the decks my friend group tends to build/play. They run little to no interaction and mostly rush out as many giant creatures as possible. As a result, I'm running a lot of interaction and board wipes, but I can't keep them all in check, so one of them usually ends up taking over and one-shotting the entire pod. It feels like more than half of the games are basically just four-way solitaire, with me sometimes slowing 1 to 2 players down for a couple turns. Is this something I can/should bring up with my friend group, or is this just part of the format? I obviously don't want to get in the way of their fun, but I also like to have some fun as well. Maybe this group is just a bad fit for me, I need to try my LGS instead, LOL.
So, changing group is always an option. I think that it's good. You're not married in Magic the Gathering. There should never come a point where like you're only playing Magic with somebody else, and you should never feel like somebody playing outside the group is some type of,
Unless you're playing
perversion
blue, then
to-
you can't play with anybody anyway.
But so that is always an option, and it sounds like just in general you probably would find a better group with maybe even a higher level of players that are trying to win without just attacking. Because at least in the higher brackets, I really see that attacking is not really as much of a thing as like going infinite or just outright win condition type stuff.
Yeah, because like for example, like we build pretty dynamic decks that are vastly different from each other.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's a single deck I've made that runs the exact same way as another. Like I have Ishin, which is definitely Voltron-y, take as many combats as I can, which is a different way that Voltron runs too. 'Cause
Yeah,
normally Voltron is you just deal damage in a combat. I deal them in multiple combats,
Yeah.
which is a different variation of it. And then I have Giorti, the land deck that I'm trying to build, which you literally just use lands to kill people, which is kind of interesting to me. Also, because I want to be able to use lands as nature intended. And then you have Tiny Bones, which is just
that's a whole.
It's a whole
Tiny Bones operates different than any other commander deck I've ever made.
Yeah,
it's the only one that I don't put really. I think I have 1 or 2 removal spells in there.
Yeah, you match the power level of everybody else's deck, which is the interesting part about it.
People end up pitching so much stuff that anything in a standard commander deck, I'm going to have access to.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and then Rye has her her ABC deck.
Mm.
Her deck is made out of all things that only start with the letters A, B, or C, which is super interesting.
I would be lying if I said that I had not done that at least
Yeah.
once or twice, because especially once your card collection gets so big, it's like, I really
want to
just
use some of these things.
Yeah, these just sit around here.
Yep.
They're on flavor, but I would normally not use them because they're not top tier. But today I'm gonna go ahead and just grab the ones from here, so I don't have to scroll down to the F.
Yeah. Yep. And then the lobster deck that I'm going to be bringing up slings artifact food for damage, and
I feel
which
like
is so different.
What you need in that deck are doublers.
Yeah.
I
need to make as many.
damage doublers.
And ways to untap him.
That way, and ways to untap him, because otherwise, because it is commander damage.
Yep.
So that's convenient.
Oh fuck! It is commit. That's so funny.
But 2 commander damage at a time is ugh.
And then I also have my Guafa Hazid, which also runs different. It runs bribery, which
Right.
bribery is on like 2 cards in the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's the group you're playing with, because there is an unbelievable amount of variation in Commander. That's where people there are two modes. There's competitive, where you'll see a lot of the same things, but then there's casual, where you have stupid ass deck ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how can I mount Pinkie Pie the most amount of times? There's a lot of dumb things you can do.
And I think another part of it too is maybe get into the pit with them. Maybe you're not matching their speed. You're jumping in, and I don't know exactly what they're playing, but it sounds like they're playing red, green, stompy stuff.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to fight all 4 of them, whereas they're in a free-for-all pit just beating the hell out of each other, and you're the one trying to actually, do things, so they have to stop you. You are the archenemy at that point. You can very easily take them over if they don't continue to throw threats at you.
Yeah, find ways to force them to attack each other to get rid of their big stuff, and maybe you can find ways to take their turns.
Make a goad deck.
Literally. Yeah, make a goad deck.
Before you try anything else, find cards that say goad on them, buy them from Manapool.com, and then incorporate them into a deck, and I'll tell you what, you will have a blast. But bring plenty of discernible counters so that you know who's allowed to attack your creatures and who's not.
Yeah,
So,
because once it gets down to the final 2, they are allowed to attack you at that point. So you also have to be aware of that.
Yep. And they have to attack,
And
so
they
you
have
can't
to
even
attack.
scare them.
Yeah, there's tons of different ways that you can play, and it just sounds like maybe the group you're playing with, you need to either move along to an LGS to see what's out there, or have that talk with them like, hey, could we maybe try something that isn't just dinosaurs or trains?
Trains.
Magic players are very much the epitome of male growing up, because you get put into one of 4 Harry Potter houses: trains, dinosaurs, police officer, or truck driver.
I mean, I suppose. Yeah.
Out of those 4, which one tickles your fancy? Dinosaurs, right? Mine was dinosaurs.
I mean...
Or space. Sorry, space.
I was
Space 5.
I was a bug guy.
I was a space guy. But that's the thing, is you get put into a very specific kind of niche section.
No,
So-
I didn't. People started calling me a bug guy before I realized that other people didn't like bugs as much as I did. But it just made sense. They're everywhere. They're all over the place. They're like, how do you not want to know that thing's not going to come in and bite you or be poisonous?
Man, it's like I saw this video. This relates to this. I saw this video of this guy complaining about his mother, and he's like, "Yeah, my mom's like, oh, there's all these autistic people now, and they're everywhere and stuff." And he goes, "Oh yeah, but I'm going to show you some things in her house. Here's her spoons that if you move them even slightly, she gets really upset. Oh, here's all her really miniature things that don't do anything, but if you accidentally put it back in the wrong spot, she'll have a freak out. Oh, and here's her 17 different plates that you're not allowed to use because they're decorative." And he's like, "This is autism, Mom."
So I think the thing is, again, it is undiagnosed in such a large manner because it is such a wide spectrum. But I think my biggest critique of autism and so forth, because I get a lot of that stuff floats around my house on a regular basis. And I think what irritates me the most with it is that This is a medical diagnosis that we're talking about. And on both ends, too. It's not so much that, like, the online community is, like, swooping in and, like, labeling everything as neurodivergent. It's also because as a medical community, you have something out there that is you're willing to, like, label people with, but when it comes to actually being able to diagnose it, you're like, well, it's a spectrum, so some people kind of have it, some people don't kind of have it, and it's just, and it's like, I feel like you've failed in a science standard to not be able to, like, this is what it is, right here. That's, and that's my major problem with the whole thing. Is
yeah,
just
because literally that kid looked at it and like, went, my mother has autism because of these things, the hyperfixation of these very specific niche things.
My wife was like doing nods at me again about the bug thing.
Yep.
She's like, and you don't think maybe? And I'm like, you can't tell me that there's a group of people out there that are considered normal that don't have things that like I could get through it, but I can understand if you would be like losing your mind if you stuck your hand in a jar of peanut butter. That would very much frustrate me.
With me, like, with magic, right? There's definitely things about magic that I do that, like, everybody else looks at me and goes, yeah, you've got the touch. Like, just like the way I do certain things. And I'm like, I have to do it like this. If I don't do it like this, it won't work. And everybody's like, Shawn. I'm like, I know.
And again, back to the neurotypicals, if they do exist out there and so forth, I tie back into, like, these are the people that watch content, not the ones that make things. Like,
Yeah.
how could you not just make your own stuff and do it your own way? And yeah, no, if you're following just like the routine pattern all the time and that's just the way that it goes, then yeah, I suppose that's what you do.
That's just the way things go in Albuquerque.
Love that song.
I know. It's 15 minutes of just great.
Yep. That's who he was.
I
He
put
was
my
the
tray
Weird
table
Al.
up
He was the Weird Al of his generation.
and my seat up in the forward upright position. Do you have any glazed donuts? No, I don't have any glazed donuts. Hold on. I'll go
Do you
check.
have any bear claws?
Hold on. I'll go check. No, we're out of bear claws. All he's got is these ferrets.
And I think it was 12 rabid weasels.
Oh, yeah, it was weasels. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, oh, dude, the best part. I knew what he meant, but I did it anyways.
Did it anyway. He's not... Who is it? They're not saying anything.
It was... Oh, there he was, just early on reaching out into the trans community. The crayons community. I mean, you get the... Oh, that should be shirt. We should have a shirt. It says we promote the crayons community. And then it says crayons, and then it's just like a rainbow of, like... We can't use Crayola, obviously.
No.
But, like, yeah, we'll put our own thing on there, and that'll be a crayons positive.
It's actually not a bad idea. I like
Right?
that.
No,
I
it
do
sounds
like
like a
that.
great... Let us know if you would like to pre-order a crayons positive T-shirt.
It's, showing that you're an ally without, like, openly saying it to, like, put yourself in danger from people who aren't allies.
Yeah, if there's somebody
Yeah.
who's like an ally, or who's like, if you end up in a biker bar with a bunch of neo-Nazis and they're like, what's with that shirt? And you'd be like, haha, get it because it's funny.
I like crayons.
Yeah, then they'll
I
be like,
eat them, too.
all right, we'll look the other way this time.
Yeah.
Don't try the...
Don't be a goofy goober,
Don't be a goober. What are you doing in a bar that's got... If I walk in and there's neo-Nazis in a bar, I'm like... I'm sorry. I thought that this was a Magic the Gathering conference. I'm going to go outside. Like, there's a kid with some cards. Let's beat him up. So,
You have something for me. Apparently.
yeah. If you look up, there's a little bit of an envelope just
the
sticking out
fuck?
there.
I didn't even notice that there the whole time.
Yeah.
What? Oh, God, it's going forever.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's a yellow. It's yellow.
It's yellow.
Yellow is a super underrated color, by the way.
I think you just assholed that thing.
Dude, it's
I just tucked it.
Birthdays at our age can be kind of anticlimactic. It's a pack of magic. Fortunately, there's a collector booster for that. It's crossed out. It is a Commander Masters.
I don't
set
really
booster.
do birthday or
I know you
stuff.
don't.
So
that's why
that's
I
a
really
big-
appreciate this from you, because I know
But
you don't
yeah.
do birthdays. So thank you. Let's do a live open.
Yeah, that was my thing.
Let's
Is you could
do a
open a
live
pack
open.
on. We haven't done a pack opening in a while.
All right. So today we have a Commander Masters set booster from. What fucking year is this? 17 Cortes Inglés is what it says on the back.
It was more than I would have spent on a booster pack.
2023. I know.
And yeah, because again, it's supposed to be a gift.
I'm excited. Let's see. All right.
And I have no idea what's in that set.
It's a Sliver Gravelord. And you know what's crazy? Wait, do you know what's on the other side for the token? An Eldrazi spawn. What is this? Edge of
Hey, look at that.
Eternities?
It's on theme.
Is
It's
this
on
Edge of
theme.
Eternities? All right. Are these in order? I don't know what the order of these are. We're just gonna find out. All right. On brand
what's-
for me, a foil Mirror Smith. That's
So
cool.
what's the back of that?
A mirror.
What
What the
a
fuck
wild...
is happening here? Yeah, that's a mirror, and then a Mirror Smith. What the fuck is happening
that's
here?
so funny.
This is weird as fuck. All right. Did you reopen this?
No, this is
I don't have a foil Mirror Smith.
nice. There you go.
What I'm gonna do later to myself, a savage beating.
Is that like masturbate, but with like a dick punch in the middle?
Yeah.
Like you just like.
The episode of South Park where they're making fun of Michael Jackson and he punches. No, it's a Family Guy where he punches himself in the nuts a million times. Yeah. So savage beating is the mythic from this one. We also have a Heartless Hidesu, an Ogre Shaman.
Nice.
It's a good card,
Did you
actually.
See what that guy does?
Tap it, deals damage to each player of their life total. What the fuck? That's really good.
Great commander.
That's great. Squee, Goblin Naob, good card. What's with all the red? Yargle, Glutton of Urbog.
Very nice. I love Yargle.
It's a good one. All right. I'm like, wow.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
'cause
these
it's
are
a
all.
collector's pack, isn't it?
It's a set booster. Well, it's Commander Master, so everything's
Oh,
Commander
okay.
stuff. That
Gotcha.
just clicked in my brain too. Next one is the Four Blayers Blade. It's a good equipment. It's really good. Efficient Construction. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you create a 1/1 Thopter.
Nice.
Nice. We love that. Swift Response. Destroy target tap creature. Generous Gift, which is what you gave me.
There you are.
Are you sure?
God, did I not pack
Yeah, what
this?
the
Holy
fuck
cow.
is this? Brass Knuckles for when I punch you later for something. I don't know yet. A Darksteel Ingot. Let's go.
Nice.
Indestructible Artifacts. Volshock Battle Gear.
Oh, that's a horrible card.
Haunted Cloak.
That one's not bad, is it?
No. Ooh, that is a beautiful Fart Command Sphere. Look at that thing.
That's pretty nice.
That's pretty
Underrated.
fucking nice. Very
I know
underrated.
it's a 3-drop, but I mean that sack to draw is really
Yeah.
nice.
Look at the fake retro border planes.
That's gross.
That's a really gross print, actually.
I kind of wish they would have done like the
I really
half-ass
hate
print
that.
that they did for Ice Age on that instead.
I know, dude.
Like just print some blank cards and then like run them through a printer.
I'm just saying, the weirdest part of this entire pack is the fact that we're talking about Edge of Eternities, which has both
And we get
slivers
both of those.
and an Eldrazi, and then my favorite aspect of mirrors and a Mirror Smith.
Yep.
What a weird fucking... And then the
That's
Generous Gift.
Generous
what
Gift.
a weird fucking pack.
That, and I think Generous Gift is money, like a couple bucks at least.
Yeah, because you destroy a permanent and they create an elephant.
In white.
The best presents are impossible to regift. Well, yeah, it's hard to fucking regift
Yeah,
an
you
elephant. Holy fuck,
Talk
dude.
about the elephant in the room.
Took the elephant in the room. Yeah, Heartless and Getsu's good. Squee is just great. Fuck giraffes.
What about
dude.
the giraffe in the
I hate
room?
Giraffes.
So that is a thing that I wanted to bring up real quick. Because of our constant acquisition and handling of cards, we're going to be probably... So I have a stack of counterfeit cards.
Not proxies, but counterfeit.
Yeah, like full-on counterfeits. And,
Well, it's good to understand what they look like.
Yeah, I
because
was going to say,
finding fakes.
we've got them because they're definitely going to be handy for not only inspecting, but also teaching other people how to inspect and be able to flag counterfeit and whatnot cards. But in the process of getting these, anytime that I get one, instead of just doing the rip test and like having just ruined cards all over the place, I got the giraffe stamp. Okay. So keep your eyes out. I'm going to be anything that I get a hold of that's, because they're still playable cards.
Yeah.
I still like using mine just to play with.
Just so you don't have to have like an $800 card.
Yeah. No, if it gets ripped in half, I'm not upset about it. Like it's it's play the lottery of ordering cards off of Temu until I can get something good again.
Dude, we could really fuck with people on an LGS. Like me, just like take your card and just fucking rip like a fake moth in half. Dude, rage bait some people.
That'd be so funny.
That'd be
Like go in and fake, like buy a booster, but we'll have like a planted booster marked. Make sure you don't mix them up. But then you go in with the planted one, and then you like open the pack, and then there's that like serialized, not the serialized, the Kaladesh Soul Ring.
Oh yeah, and be like,
just
whoa.
pull it out and like, oh, too bad I picked a rip it on this one. Just like
just watch the face.
But it was a proxy,
Yeah.
just like give them the pieces and whatnot afterwards.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no, fun bits and so forth. So if you see a card stamped with a giraffe on the back of it, it is definitely cause for concern, I would say.
Yep, because we're going to be doing that.
I'm not going to be looking to get rid of a whole bunch, but that's how I will mark up any of them that I have that are definitely not legitimate cards. So they're still playable, and it's got a fun little giraffe on it. That's fun.
I hate
right?
giraffes.
Giraffes
dude.
are so fun.
I haven't said it on here yet, so I'm going to say it quickly before we end up. Because, so, I have a giant hatred for giraffes. Not because of the fact, not because they exist, right? But because there's parts of them that don't add up and don't make sense.
Because they could die from drinking water.
They could die from drinking water. How many vertebrae do giraffes have, Tom?
The same.
The
as
same
everyone
amount as
else.
fucking humans, dude. All right? And they're like 15 feet tall. Oh, they have a long neck so they can reach the tall trees. Then why give them a 4-foot tongue?
So
They're already fucking 15 feet tall. Then, do you know how they fight to survive? They smash their necks against each other, all right? And what's more believable, all right? A horse with a horn or a 15-foot fucking moose camel?
So, are you familiar with any of their mating habits?
Yes, dude.
Where the male will go up and like smack the female in the vagina with his face, and then she'll piss onto his face, and then if she's ovulating, he'll go ahead and mount her.
That's what I mean. Why do these things exist?
If she's not ovulating, he'll go find a male and hump it.
Yeah. Like, I don't get it, dude. Everybody's like, oh, giraffes are so cute. Oh, look at them. I have to stand on a 15-foot platform to pet its
Honestly,
head.
though, like, have you seen a giraffe
I
up
have.
close? They're fucking terrifying.
They are
Like-
scary as shit. It's really scary when you're standing on a 15-foot platform and it's in your face and you're feeding it with a water tube and you're like, but...
I think a lot of stuff is making sense.
I fucking hate giraffes, dude. So much. But then on the opposite side of the coin, one of my favorite animals on the planet is a toucan, and they have their 80% of their body weight is their beak, and they use it to eat berries.
Yeah, that's my berries.
Like, it's this fucking long of a beak, and it uses it for berries this big.
I mean, could you imagine trying to eat? You know what else it could eat with that? Probably a banana.
Probably.
Whole.
That's a fucking weird face you just made. But yeah, this is the special birthday episode for me. Woo! Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it.
For
I
sure.
know you don't like birthdays, so I won't.
Great pulls.
Great pulls.
Yeah.
I don't have a foil mirror smith, so I can replace that in my mirror deck.
Hell
now.
yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
but thank you as always for joining us for episode 17 on the Hard Part Podcast. Make sure you follow us on here, on YouTube, on everything. Check us out on manapool.com/the Hard Part Card Mart and go look through our store. Or just use our referral link to be able to give us some profit for your purchases.
Yeah, no, manapool.com. Check it out. Super awesome. Everything you need
Everything you need right there. 15 million cards and climbing.
and climbing.
Thank you guys, and we will see you guys next week.
Have a good one.